Hello everybody, Dangerous here, and this is going to be an alpha playlist, King of the Hill. And I got a couple of things to note in this actual gameplay. I'm actually going to talk about this gameplay for a couple reasons, but also I want to integrate a couple of, I guess, team tricks or self-awareness tricks, you could call it. And that is basically, you will see here in a little bit, a player called a la carte or something like that right there, and this is actually my second game playing with him. Not necessarily him on my team, but he's actually on the other team, obviously. And the first game, the only reason we actually won pretty much was because that kid was just controlling power weapons the entire time. And with that being kind of recognized, I guess you could say, in this one, I pretty much made it my job to control the power weapon and not give him that chance. So, that actually tends to help out in various ways. One, he actually starts getting upset and starts playing terrible because all he wants to do is kill me type of thing, and he just completely goes away from the objective. And two, it throws him off his game because he's so used to just no one contesting the power weapons pretty much in King of the Hill. Therefore, he got all the power weapons. It was, that's pretty much all I got to say about all that. So, you won't see me go for the hill very much because that is what kind of role I put onto myself, was just to make sure that that guy's game was not on top of what it could be. And by doing that, all I have to do is just control power weapons and then get inside his head. So, here I tend to actually keep the sniper over here during alpha for two reasons, guys, and that's because, one, as you can tell before, the sniper actually comes back up without being off use. If it's off use, I pretty much take it over to the pistol or something depending on the game mode. Sometimes I'll still keep it here. But, needless to say, if it's after use, you can actually time when you're going to use it, as you guys should know, because it's after use type of thing. The alpha playlist is actually after pickup. So, a good little tip for you guys. It's on a set time when you pick it up, and you see someone picks it up, it'll be on a set time. You don't have to worry about if they've used it or not. So, with that being said, like I said before, I'm just kind of controlling the snipe over here. Not really worrying about the hill that much because my team was doing a perfect job at doing that. And I'm just killing people trying to get to the hill and just going for the Slayer route, so to speak.
Yes.
A couple things I do want to note about the a la carte guy is I picked up on several things during the previous game, and one, I picked up he always does a pre-active. He never starts a fight without an active, as you can tell. You'll be able to see during this entire thing. So, with that being said, every time I see him reload, I tend to back off because he's so aggressive with the one reload that he will pump another shot, and maybe I can have the chance to catch him on a reload like I do a couple of times. Or I just back off and let him, waste his active and then not worry about it. Here he gets an unlucky spawn, and, it happens. Unfortunately, with King of the Hill, you have to know the spawns. That's kind of the way it works, type of thing. I know if I am sitting up in the sniper, he is most likely going to be spawning on one of the two ink grenades. So you'll watch as I tend to actually, be careful about that, I guess you could say. I'm over weary about that whole thing, so I don't get jumped, basically. Right there, I didn't actually see him go over there, and of course he starts a little hump because he gets the kill. Yeah. It's whatever type of stuff. That right there is when I knew I was getting inside his head, because he just starts doing stuff like that. That's a quick little tip for everybody. If people start getting overly aggressive, you're definitely getting inside their head. And here I kind of made it my personal goal to just torment this guy over and over again because I know he's already upset. As you can see, I just go straight for him. I went straight for him for two reasons. One, because it'll really piss him off when I kill him. And two, he had the power weapon. So I wanted to make sure that he couldn't get away type of thing. It's always better to call out a kill and then kill him and have someone kill you and then they pick up the power weapons because your team will be that much closer to the person with the power weapon. So, if you can go for the guy, I mean, he was in the same vicinity as the other player, basically. One was to the left and one was to the right. If he was way over where I threw that flame grenade at, I probably would have went for the guy to the right first. Just to be kind of cautious type of thing.
Incoming ink! Smoke out! Now are you?
But I'm just, as you can tell, I'm just kind of making it my life story to just ruin this guy from playing pretty much. And he makes it quite easy, to be honest. He gets just over emotional about the whole thing, and I will actually upload the game after this and you'll see that he actually carries this anger issue towards me for 2 games, of which we're on the same team. So it's whatever. I got a couple of good things to note about that, and I will note it in the actual next episode because you might as well see the gameplay and see what's going on while I talk about it. I don't know why you would worry about, I don't know. See what I mean? He gets just overly aggressive. He could have just chilled right there and it would have been perfectly fine type of thing, but instead he wanted to push it. So it's whatever. I've kind of ventured away from actually using the blind fire for headshots. And I've gotten to the point where I can actually blind fire or hip fire the actual sniper and get a body and then a really easy melt. But that being said, everything's fair in a shotgun battle. That's the way I see it. If he wants the pre-active, I'll throw melees in. So kind of whatever. A couple of information will be brought up about the team in the next episode of the Trenches episode. And that's pretty much it for this thing. That's kind of just showing you guys how to, you know, pick up on trends. And that gets brought into if you're playing another team over and over again. Pick up on their trends. And just know how to get inside their head. And basically abuse the system type of thing. So, with that being said, like, rate, and comment. And I will see you guys in the next episode.